G'day and welcome to Wine Week. I'm Danny.
And I'm Brad.
And Brad, you're kicking us off this week.
I'm going to kick off with a real bargain of a wine, this one. And this is another wine from the Jacobs Creek Reserve range. Now, this is the Shiraz we're looking at this time. It's the recently released 2006, so it's only just hit the market. And this is one of those ones that year in, year out, Jacobs Creek managed to produce a really consistent, very high quality wine, especially given the price point. Now, this retails for sort of the high teens, but this one is one of those ones that's regularly around the traps at around the sort of $12, $13 mark. And look, at that price, it is really good buying. We've had a look at a couple of the others in the Reserve range by Jacobs Creek. Had a look at the Cabernet, the Riesling, and look across that whole range. Considering they are so cheap, when you look at them on the shelves, they are churning out remarkable wines at that price point. In fact, I was in a bottle shop a couple of years ago, and a little old lady tapped me on the shoulder and said, "I think this is the best wine in the store." And now, look, given that there were some Bordeaux's in the same shop, she may not have quite hit the mark there, but look, it is a great wine year in, year out. Give it a look.
Yeah, look, we have done a bunch of Jacobs Creek over the last few weeks, months. But that's because, look, their under $50 range is just stunning. You know, there's stuff starting at $10 up to $50, just brilliant. Anyhow, moving on from there, we're looking at a wine that's got a fair bit of bottle age on it. This is an aged Riesling from Wolf Blass. Now, this isn't something that Brad or I have just dragged out of the cellar. This is something that the guys at Wolf Blass have been cellaring themselves and only just released. The white label, relatively new to the market. We all know about their black label, their gold label, their yellow label, the platinum label.
Lots of labels.
But the white label is relatively new to the market, and I really think that this one will do very nicely out there. Look, aged Rieslings aren't everybody's kettle of fish. I really like them. You kind of get to kind of kerosene sorts of notes, and the best of them at this sort of age still have kind of acid and fruit on them, and this certainly does. It stands up really well as a food wine, as well as being kind of that centerpiece and a talking piece around the table. O2, it's $40, which kind of, it's starting to push up there with your hip pocket, but at the same time, $40 for an aged wine is very, very good buying, and something as good as this deserves to have a place in your cellar. So go and grab it. Wolf Blass, white label, the Riesling O2, brilliant.
And you also know that it's been well cellared because they've held it back, so there's no worry about the cellaring conditions there.
No.
I'm going to finish this week looking at a wine from Henschke. We haven't done a Henschke for a little while, and this is their blend, the Henry 7 blend, which is actually a GSM. It's a Grenache Shiraz Mourvedre, and this is one of their wines that's really made in the drink now style. This is the 2006, so it's also fairly recently released on the market. But look, it comes in at a really good price point. Recommended retails around the 30 mark, but you can regularly pick it up in the mid-20s. And yeah, Henschke put this one out rather than, look, it'll handle a few years in the cellar, but realistically, if you're looking for a wine to grab now, have it this weekend, match it up with a barbecue that you're heading off to, this one is really easy to drink. So it's the Henschke Henry 7, worth a look.
Yeah, it certainly is, and also worth noting that the guys at Henschke also throw a splash of Viognier in this, so not just that Rhone style blend, but also kind of pushing that Côte de Rôti thing that's very, very hot in the marketplace right now. It certainly is, and it really does come together very, very nicely inside this one. Anyhow, that's it for this week, and we'll see you all again next week.
See you next week.